And finally, 1340, Comprehensive Traffic Safety Grant. Can you tell me what this would accomplish?
Director, I can comment on that. Like, this comes out of a grant that comes between the county and the state. They do the drunk driving with the golf carts and goggles program. That's what the funding for that goes.
So people can learn what it's like to drunk drive.
Rail section that goes around the county. It shows the examples of if you're driving drunk, what can happen.
Right, it simulates what it's like to drive intoxicated. Okay, that's all I have on the resolutions. I know I've brought up traffic safety a lot. Route 1 continues to be one of the worst roads in the state when it comes to fatal crashes. Can you point to anything the county's doing about Route 1? Have you been able to have any conversations with state officials about it or anything at all?
You know, I got to tell you something, Charlie, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This board is very conscious of public safety. That is our #1 concern. And I, in particular, a family member of mine lost a family member in an accident on Route 1 there last year, where the gentleman was going to retire in 2 weeks. And it was not his fault, okay? I'm not going to comment any further on that specific issue. But I could assure you that whenever we can make improvements for traffic safety, education, you just heard the gentleman there talking about the grant that we're receiving and applying for to try to educate people on how impaired driving can affect you, and any other program that we could do to make our roads safer, we're doing it. Obviously, we have no control over other people.
And I am sorry for the loss there. I'm sorry for all the losses that folks have had. I'm going to move to the something that was adopted at the meeting I missed. The Middlesex County Planning Board, you approved an appointment of a new member. Got to be at the meeting and see him for the first time there. I asked you what the requirements were to join. You said there were none. I think there's at least you have to be a county resident. But I was curious if you do any kind of background check or anything like that on these folks.
We're not going to make a comment on doing a background check on individuals. I mean, we're not a Gestapo organization here.
Okay, well, I'll bring to your attention that the gentleman you appointed, Mr. Chavalavada, pled guilty to driving while intoxicated on Route 1. The offense was February 17th, and yeah, the guilty plea was just a few months ago. I have the documentation here. I'm happy to share it with you. And I'm a little disappointed, I think, with traffic safety on Route 1 being one of the most important issues for the county. To have someone with this on their record get that seat doesn't really sit.
I can speak to that point.
Okay.
My office did in fact review the matter, and there were no disqualifying facts or circumstances that would make him ineligible to serve as a planning board member. He has satisfied all court-ordered requirements, therefore not presenting an issue before this board.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting he's ineligible, but what I am saying is he might not be the best choice. And I really would like to learn more about the process of how he was appointed and how you choose these folks. Do you do any type of interviews? Were there other candidates considered? How did you end up picking this person for the position?
People make mistakes, as I just mentioned earlier. I'm not justifying anybody being under the influence, but people make mistakes. He didn't commit murder. He didn't violate a restraining order. Any of that, okay? Your time is up. Thank you. Anyone else from the public?
Move to close public